Hi out there to all of you in YouTube land. Thank you for joining me today. This is Audrey with the Creator's Attic, and I am just at a simple little Christmas project that is so much fun to do and uses so many different things in your collections. You can get so creative with it and do so many different things. And basically, I have constructed these cards. It's a great way to use up 6x6 paper pads, or even larger, you can cut them down. But basically, all I have done is taken an index card. This one happens to be a 4x6, which is within mailing size for a postcard. However, if you go to put a lot of raised things or things that may, like bowls and all, that may fall off, you may not be able to mail these, but you could certainly hand give them to your friends, and they're so cute. What they are, I've made a few prototypes. This one is very simple. I have basically taken a coffee dyed cardstock, and if you don't know how to do this, or you'd like to see how to do this, I have a video showing how I simply do these index cards and turn them into to the white, into the aged look. And I have basically taken one of these and used it as my, harder part. And then I have taken some 6x6 paper, and basically I have just glued the back of my card with Scotch Create glue stick. It's the permanent multi-purpose. If you do not have one of these, they are fabulous. They are much better than wet white glue like PVC, whatever the white glue is. It's actually kind of late here. It's actually 3:30 in the morning. But I find that I enjoy the quiet and can get a lot more done when it's quiet like this. And so anyway, I got off track. Anyway, I have used this Scotch Create glue stick, and I have put it down on just like a spare, like a magazine or whatever, and I have just covered the back with glue. And since this is a 6x6 piece of paper, and this is a 6x4 card, I know that it will fit exactly without having to measure or cut any thing initially. And you can just pretty much just line it up and stick the glued side down and cut off the remaining 2 inches that you have. So that's basically where I have gotten to with these cards. These are some more of these postcards that I'm making. I have stamped with my postcard stamp. You do not have to have one of these. You can leave them blank on the back. You can make a false, like a faux stamp, or just whatever. And basically that's it. It's just this postcard stamp, and I just put it down on here, and it looks like an old-timey postcard, but there's just can be so cute on the front. So you can leave it white, you can do coffee dye, you can stamp it, you can not stamp it, you can just write on it, whatever. But these are awesome to make, and so I figured instead of starting from the ground up, I would go ahead and start with one of the ones that I have already made up, and if we have time, we can construct one from the ground up. But these are prototypes. This one is a one that I've done, and this was just the paper, and then I took some of my ribbon that I had here, and I used Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix glue. It's a, if you don't know what it is a fast grab, quick drying clear silicone glue. It's basically like hot glue, but you don't have to heat it, and it adheres lots of different materials, including fabric and ribbon to paper, and it'll also obviously does paper to paper, it does paper to fabric, and fabric to fabric, etc. So I've used that little bit stronger glue on to glue these and make a border around this card. And I have taken a little sticker I had and put it in the middle for a focal point. And then I've taken sequins, just sequins like this that you can buy at the Dollar Tree or wherever. And I glued them down. And also from the Dollar Tree, I had, you can get all these different things for $1. These different little sticky pearls and rhinestones. So I basically just put the rhinestone down and then glued it, and then put a little red bling in the middle, and to kind of I wanted to add a little bit more color because this was just green and gold and white. And so basically I've taken some stickles, which are like glue, glitter glue, so the glitter's not getting all over the place, because I can't stand that. I don't like glitter everywhere. So, and also it gets in my eyes and contacts. It just always seems to find a way. So anyway, and I've just kind of accented some of the gold dots that were on here, and then I took a Jelly Roll pen by Sakura, I believe, Jelly Roll Metallic, and I basically just put some little red dots in there to bring out some more red. And so basically that's what I've done with this card. I've done something a little bit different here, and there's one thing that I wanted to finish doing to this card that's not quite finished, but I've used some of this like stuff, this confetti, party confetti that you can get. I've used that. I've made a bow. I've used stickers and some of that, and some more rhinestones and stickers. And then for this one, and I wanted to finish this up, I have found, it's amazing how many craft supplies you have just sitting around. I have this, the house, I have this cheap nail polish, and I was pretty much came in a kit, and I was just going to throw it away, and then I ended up tucking it away in a drawer, and now it's become part of my Christmas cards. So I had a sticker down here that was kind of plain, and so I was just going to finish painting it with this glittery nail polish, just to kind of bring out, make a little more sparkle in the card. And this was kind of a flat looking sticker. It was just a green flat looking sticker, and now it's a lot more sparkly, as you can see. This is a great way to use things around the house, and nail polish that maybe that doesn't go on well, or you wouldn't use, or that's gotten older. This one is a red that it's not really old where it's dried up, but it's just a little bit too thick to apply to my my nails. I know you can add a little acetone, but I mean, I may, but I also just thought, hey, I can just put this in my crafts things. So basically I have just made these up, and I'm going to set these aside. And as you can see, there's so many different looks that you can get from these. So I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to look at one of the cards that I have. I have not planned on what I'm going to do for which one of these I'm going to use and what I'm going to do with it, but I kind of would like to get, I would go ahead and suggest stamping. If you have the postcard stamp, I would suggest go ahead and stamping the back before I decorate the front. That way it's not all uneven when you're trying to stamp. I was looking to see if I happen to have any of these that I had stamped already that I could use. Well, I have this one, but goodness, I really wanted to do maybe this one or this one. This one's stamped, but it already has so much bling on it. I just kind of wanted to bling it up a little bit. Okay, what am I gonna do? Totally unprepared. Why am I not surprised? Okay, so let's just go with this one since I've already stamped the back. And for time purposes, I'll do that. And basically, let's see, to get started, you know, I said I was going to decorate. Okay, I'll decorate one of these first, and then maybe we can make one from the ground up. Or maybe I'll have a separate video where you can craft along with me as I make one. But I have all kinds of ribbon and trim here. And just, you could sequins, like I said, sequins, rhinestones, buttons, party confetti, seed beads, pearl drops, bric-a-brac, distress inks, washi tape. I mean, you name it. I used washi tape on the top of this one because I had some with the little mugs and the pink and red, and it just matched like perfectly. It even had the little, it didn't come together, but it even had the little Christmas trees on the mugs like these. So I thought that was kind of neat. Okay, so getting to it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to decide what border color I want. I think I'm going to go ahead and put my border color around it, and I'm going to just choose something a little simple for this one because I'm not quite sure where I want to go with it. So basically, I think I will go with, pull out some of this green. So I have this Rustic Wilderness Distress ink. You can use, you don't have to have distress ink, but grab my little makeshift dauber that I've made by gluing a little foam, one of the foam things that comes on the regular daubers that Velcro's on there. Just bought some extras and just put them, used Fabrifix, glued it on, let it dry, and I have a extra daubers. So anyway, they work great. I love them. I don't have any problem with them. I don't even realize the difference when I'm using them. But I'm basically just going to go around and I'm just going to ink. And you would be surprised how many different colors of inks you can use. You know, it's like all of the pinks and the light blues and everything have made their way into Christmas colors, even more so than in the past. And I find it exciting because it's just like, I love all the colors for Christmas. I just like to, just the array, it's just so festive. And I think I'm going to just do a little bit of the edges around. The coffee dye has naturally come to the edges, and made its own outline, but I just kind of want to draw in that green, and I'm just trying to do a very faint line. And if you could see, the way I have my dauber turned, I don't have it turned like this. I kind of have it almost parallel and then just turned up just a little bit because I'm just wanting to grab those edges just ever so slightly. If I wanted to do a little bit more pronounced, I could lay it a little bit flatter and do that. And go a little wider in, but that's not what I'm choosing to do. So, okay, this one already has words on it, so I don't think I'll need to use any words. It's good to keep a baby wipe handy in case you need to wipe up any glue or anything or ink off your hands so you don't smear it on your postcards. So basically, I'm going to look at this and decide I definitely want to put some kind of border around it, and it already has a little bit of the silver foil in here. So I think what I may do, and I'll play around with this, is I think I'm going to take my silver ribbon and maybe celebrate that. I have this silver. I have also, though, I have several different kinds, but I also have this one with the sequins on the lace, but I just don't think the white on the white background is really what I'm looking for. And I'm going to maneuver this around a little bit too and make a design that I can have fun and play with. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to cut off maybe I'm going to kind of wind it a little bit. So I'm going to cut it off just a little bit more than I want to use. I mean, you know, it's a little bit longer than 6 inches. I think this one is is about 8 inches, but I can always trim it off. Okay, so next I'm going to take my, well, first of all, I kind of want to decide what my design is, and I think I'm going to, this is decorative trim from Hobby Lobby. It's super cheap. It's $1.99, but if you want to wait until they have them half off, you can get it for $1, and I love it. But I think I'm going to try to do like a little festive garland here, and let me see if I can move you in a little bit closer. I'm still getting used to this arm on here, so okay, so I think I'm going to try to start it up here and maybe do a winding pattern, possibly. And what, I may have to hold this for a minute, but may do something like this. Well, I'll show you. Okay, so basically I'm going to put it on my glue. I'm going to have this little spare sheet of paper I'm going to use, and okay, I'm going to just put the Fabrifix on the back of this clear silicone glue on the back of my ribbon or trim, because I'm going to, it's clogged. Where's my pen? Handy dandy pen, where are you? Here we are. Okay, sometimes this glue gets a little clogged. Use a pen and get it out of there. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on the back of the trim, because I'm going to be maneuvering the trim and I don't know exactly where I want it on the paper yet. So I'm just going to put a little amount just to kind of get it to initially stick, and then I can play with it as I, you know, glue it more when I get it on how I want it. So let's see, I'm going to, let's see, my end frame. Okay, I'm going to just kind of start over here, and this glue gives you a little bit of, since I don't have a lot, it does give me a little bit of a chance to play with it and see where I want it. Okay, so that was simple. Basically just centered this in the card and have this like this, and there we have this. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Please pardon me, I'm still learning to use all this equipment. I'm going to flip it over so I can see where my ends are, and I'm going to just trim it. And there we go. So far I have this, and I can still play with it. And but that looks pretty, I actually really like that. Just like that, I believe. So I may go back in and like get these ends a little bit more glue now that I know more of where I want my trim. Okay, so I apologize if I am not super excited sounding like I am on other videos, but like I said, it is very late, and actually I haven't even eaten dinner yet, so I kind of forgot. Okay, I am one that does that. Anyway, okay, so next I'm going to decide, this needs some help here, like, just, it really does up here. So I think I may bring in a little ribbon. I don't want that gold to clash with that. I was thinking that I had some plain red ribbon that was slim, but apparently I was mistaken. So next, what do we want to do? Like I said, I'm constructing this one with you, so you can be kind of thinking about things that you might be, you know, screaming at me through the video, like, do this, do this, do this. I was kind of looking for a little bit of red that would resemble this, but I don't have any, but I do have friendship thread. It's like embroidery thread, but it's just a lot less expensive, and it may be cute if I pull out the blue and the yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to improvise by taking some red and some, it's all tangled, of course, that, and I'm going to take some of the dark, do I want to do darker blue, or maybe that closer to that blue? I think it's to kind of get away from looking all primary colored. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to grab a green, and you know, you have different colored greens you can choose from. I have the Grinch green, as I like to call it, and I have this more traditional green, and I think that's what I'm going to go with. A lot of times I just have to set stuff on here and just see what works. And I'm going to make a little bow to put here. So let's do it. Let's see, I'm going to just cut a little bit off, so I would rather have it a little bit longer so I can trim it. Then I'm going to just take these other ones, and I'm going to pull them down to be the same length. And I obviously did use a little bit more than I probably need, but that's okay. I'm trying to figure out, maybe I want, no, I don't want that pale of a yellow, but do I want more of a gold yellow? So it just doesn't look super bright yellow? Yeah, let's try that. This friendship thread comes from Walmart, and you can get this, I mean, I got this whole thing for just a few dollars. Also, you can use embroidery thread, but this is just cheap at Walmart, and I'm not really looking for it to hold up against anything crazy. You know, like strength-wise, I'm decorating with it, so it's perfect for that. Okay, let me grab this little bit. It's just stuck. I hate when this stuff does this. I know there's a place where where you can start it, like there's a certain spot that you started and then it unwinds easier, but I think I have already like gone past that point. Probably at another time when I was working at some outrageous hour in the morning, but anyway, I am not going to fiddle with this too much on screen. I'm actually going to kind of cheat. I'm just going to cut a piece of it out of the middle. I'm going to regret doing that later, but oh well. Just trying to do this on video. So, right now I have all of these, and I'm going to just cut them. And I have this. So next, I'm going to just make a little bow. with all 4 of my threads like this, and then I can put it up here to decorate the card. I decide how much I want my bow, and see that I of course will trim these off, but look how much just that life that brings just to this card already. And I want a little hangover stuff here, so that's fine. I'm going to glue it on before I cut the string so I can make sure that I have it how I want it. Back to my Fabrifix. I know that I want it here, so I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put my cute little bow on it. So basically you can craft along with me if you just wanted to stop and make your cards before you started. You could do that, or you can pause me and make your cards and then, you know, come back and do this decorating part with me, or however, you know, that's what's so great about YouTube and being able to just watch it over and over again. Sometimes I need to rewatch my videos to remember how I did stuff or to get inspiration for other things. Okay, so I have this up here, so that definitely adds a lot of personality. And I think I'm going to let my strings dangle, and I'll think about maybe how I want to cut them. But for now, I'm just going to kind of cut them at an angle, so they're not all the same length. Add a little interest. Ooh, that one's a little bit shorter. Okay, go back and don't want to be fussing with it too much. Okay, this takes a minute sometimes to dry. So now I have this. Well, now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, these ends look kind of rough, like this. So what do I want to do to, what do I want to put over these ends to kind of keep that, that blunt look from happening, kind of make this look a little bit neater? I could do lots of different things. I could put these shiny red confetti, like party pieces here. And sometimes you just have to lay the stuff down and look at it and then be like, eh, or okay, or, you know, what was I thinking on this idea? So pretty much that's how I roll in here. I was just looking to see if I can make these a little bit. I can always go back in here, but I was just looking to bring a little bit more color to it while I was at it. And there's a nice little thing there. That may be kind of cute. Let's see if you could see it. It's not glued down or anything, so I may go with that. Let me explore a few more things, just because I can. I also have these sequins that if I wanted to pull out a little bit more blue, I could put some blue here. Let's see. Or maybe I want to make, no, let's see, I want to do this. So indecisive. And that's what's great about being able to craft, but I do feel a little bit of urgency being on screen. Not, you know, with you guys here, but hopefully if you do crafting on a regular basis, you realize that this is all part of it. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this. I'm going to take this and turn this off a little bit and put my Fabrifix on. I'm going to put it on the back of this, and because it's kind of concave inwards a little bit, and so I'm going to put it on both things so I'm sure it will stick. And I'm going to glue this one here. to add interest, color, and not look like I have these blunt ends so much where the trim kind of went off the card. Okay, so you can do the same thing with this one. And my Fabrifix, of course, is wanting to, I'm getting low on the bottle, and even though I have it turned upside down, it still wants to be slow. And for some reason, I feel like it tends to dry out kind of quickly from when I open it. I mean, within a couple of months, and I don't know if you have that issue or if you use this, if you would have that issue. It may be that I just put a pin in mine sometimes. I'm not sure. You're probably thinking, I wish you would put a pin in your mouth right now. You're getting on my nerves. Sorry, guys. Like I said, it's late. Okay, I'm going to add these little blue ones in for a little bit more interest down where this curve happens. And this one is like a kind of a little diamond. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit without losing you. Okay, I'm going to kind of put these at an angle. They look kind of like I have some ornaments, and I put them right where the dip was and the silver trim, to just kind of break up the plain silver trim and add a little bit more festivity to it, or more of a festive look, however you want to say that. And the thing is, these you do have to be patient with these, but if you need to move them around, you can always take a pen or a toothpick or a skewer and use them, move them around. If they tend to want to stick to your fingers instead of your project. Okay, like this one. Okay, now there's glue all over the front of it. Why? Why do you do this when I'm on camera and not when I'm not on camera? That's usually the way it is. It's kind of like kids, I guess. They act out at the worst time. Okay. Go here. Okay. That's okay for now. I'm fussing with it, and I don't need to fuss this much. I'm kind of a perfectionist about things being in the middle and all that stuff, and that's kind of can be a slow down point. Okay, as you sit higher and you're like, I really did not have 5 extra minutes to sit here and watch you get that stuck. I'm leaving it. I say I'm leaving it, and then I can come back to it and play with it if I want. Okay, so I'm almost done, I think, with what I want to do with this card. I feel like I could do a little bit more with the bottom, possibly. So I have some washi tape in my washi drawer, well, my Christmas washi tape drawer. And I have some festive red and some green. Maybe these might work. They're kind of shiny, and add to the little shininess of it. I may not do this at all. It's blue, but that kind of is too much for that. So let's see what we want to do. This is not very shiny. So if I wanted to add any more shine to it, I may need to, this one might not be as much. I may want to put something in the middle of my bow here. And I think I do anyway, just to bring out, or just to have kind of a little finished look there. So I'm going to, let's see. What do I want to put? I mean, I could put a pearl, a rhinestone, a flatback pearl, some sequins. What do I want to do? Ah, so many choices. I even have these little pom-poms, but that's not really in keeping with what I'm doing at the moment. And I also have this. And I have this in green. That may be a little too much. I think I'm going to go with the gold, since I have blue and red here. And I'm going to stick it on. I'm not going to glue it down yet. Even though these are sticky on the back, I still add glue to them on stuff like this so they stay. And I may not like this. But let's see. It looks like that. I could do that, but it may get a little lost. So, like I say, you can always undo and play. Obviously. Also, I have some green. I have some green sequins that may be cute on there. Let me see. There's smaller ones. Here they are. What I could do. Oh, how did I get all that? That's like glitter stuff that came out in there. I guess I didn't. I thought I had gotten that stuff out. Okay. I can always stick a sequin on here. Where did it go? Okay, here's another. I always stick the sequin on there and then add something shiny in the middle of even into that and kind of build on even more color, like my rhinestone that I had. Let's see if that may be too much. I do get kind of, I can get kind of technical with these things, and I don't really have to. Okay, that kind of covers that up, so that's out. Okay. I promise I'm going to hurry up and make up my mind. I really, 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 really do. So she says. Okay. I'm going to maybe pull this a little silver back in. I have these smaller rhinestones. And what I may do is see if I can stick this in this sequin. Okay, this can be tedious. You don't have to be this tedious. You don't have to be this fussy. Wow, I'm already 40 minutes in, but I am almost done. So we'll probably not have a chance to build one of these from the bottom up, but you know, you can get the idea and maybe kind of get the fever of how fun these can be and how detailed you can get with these. Okay, so if this thing would just stay in the middle, I'm going to put just a little bit of Fabrifix, which is cotton gooey. Ugh. Okay, down. It just doesn't want to come out. Just put a dash on there. With the rhinestone, with the little, or the sequin with the little rhinestone covering up the hole in the middle. You don't have to do all that. I could have also, or I may end up backing out and using some liquid pearls or some glittery stickles, because this may not be as cute as I thought it was going to be. But actually, I think that'll work. Let's see. Okay, so I just may want to do something to the bottom really fast. So, and then I guess we'll call it a day with the decorating, since I've run out of time. Okay, so the corners kind of need a balance here, I feel. So what I may do is take some silver, some little bit bigger silver. I have a little bit bigger sequins, or however you want to say that. And since there's a lot of silver in here, I could put these, let me see, on the edges. And then I could fill it in with something else so it doesn't get completely lost. But that may actually kind of get lost. Let's try this. Let's remove it and try a gold one. Yes, let's try a gold one. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these gold ones in the corners. And then for now, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. You know, a button would have been cute in the middle of that. There's just so much you can do. So many just neat little things that you have that you've accumulated or that you have and you haven't used, and then it's like this project lends itself to just, I just think about just about everything. Seed beads, all that. I just think about it when it comes time to be able to do these, because it's just like you don't have any rules, you don't have anybody to, well, you may want to impress somebody with your thing, but you know, you don't have any particular pattern. Okay, I do want to cover up those holes there, and I have red up here, and I could put some more of these red ones in the center to just kind of round it out. I may even, should even put 3 down here, just to kind of even it out. Let's see. I need to get this in the center. That rhinestone's just, okay. I'm gonna do that. I think, well, I don't want to pull from too much. Let me just try it with the 2 first. I'm going to grab some of my liquid pearls, I believe. I would use my gold glitter stickles, but let me test this color first. This is actually not even, this is actually, I got it for 12 cents at a Hobby Lobby on sale. It's 3D fabric paint, so that would work too. And it may kind of, this is so blingy, maybe this matte color here would kind of go in with the matte color that I have here. So I'm just gonna, let's see if you could see, just gonna kind of, okay, fill that up, and now I'm like, no. Okay, that is not what I wanted. Okay, pull up. It's just a rhinestone or a sequin. Get those mixed up from time to time, obviously. I'm going to take my other sequin and just glue it on. No harm, no foul. And I have really dragged this video out. But you know, I think it's because I am thinking as I along and creating along as I go, instead of having it a set way that I do it. And so it also gives you a chance, if you want to craft along, to you know, go through that creative process with me. Okay, I did not like the way that this came out. So I'm going to retreat and see if my red liquid pearls, oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay, but that one's not really shiny. Okay, this is, seriously, you can see that these types of things go through, go through my head, they go through everybody's head. And if you want to really be in reality, it's just really the way it really goes. So, you know, that's it. Okay, I think just to, now I kind of wish I had put the rhinestone up here instead of the rhinestones up here as well. Because if I can get this off. I can always glue it back on. Okay, I'm wondering how this would look up here. And then with the red on, and do it in all four corners to add a little bit so it would be more balanced. And do this one down here. Okay, so do I want to do it this way, like down here, put the red one in here, and then do it up here, or that may just be too much. I think I'm just gonna leave it like I had it. And now I have to glue this back up here. Oh my goodness. Maybe you aren't as picky as I am about your decorations and everything being straight and everything being so. And this was not a complicated decoration, but I mean, I could have just gone across the top with something. Instead, I ended up getting a little bit more detail. I'm going to put a drop of glue in here. Oh, I'm out of frame. Oh, all right, there's where I'm putting the drop of glue. I'm going to take another one of these little red guys, and I'm going to stick him in the middle there, and it just kind of gives me a little frame for balancing. Okay, you need to stay there, not on my finger. Okay, and then this one, it's not exactly straight, is it? Okay, let me just move this down. Okay, would you guys just get it together, please? Okay, like they can understand me. I mean, even if my sequins could understand me, would they understand English, or would they be like, you know, understanding, like, they would speak like, I don't know what you're saying, I speak Russian. Okay, so here we go. We have this card, and we have this. I could always keep adding to it if I wanted to, but I think for time purposes, I'm going to leave it at that. So here we have the one that we did. Let me see if I can zoom out. Okay, so here's the one that we did. And here are the other ones that I was showing. And as you can see, they're all different. Let's see, move this out of the way. And you know what I'm going to do too? I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to leave this stuff out on my desk. And yeah, because I don't want to have to pull all this out tomorrow. So here are our cards that we did. And let me see, it would help if you did. Oh, you see the mess? Okay, so there's just an idea of that, of what you can do with some simple things around the house. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope that that all of your wishes come true, and that you enjoy the time around the holidays to make some homemade things to stick in stockings or journals, or just to have so someone could hang up. You could also put a picture of yourself in here, and then, you know, frame around it with some ribbon. You know, you can personalize these, or you could put your picture on the back and decorate it on the front. Just, you know, so many different ideas that you can do, so many places you can go. So anyway, to you all, I'm going to bid a good evening, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already to my channel, and you will be notified of when my videos come out. Also, I have an Etsy store under the same name as my YouTube channel, The Creator's Attic, and I have things that I make in there, and also supplies and things that are related to junk journals and other crafts. And let me see if I have anything else that I want to announce. Maybe another video will be coming out. I hope to have a couple of more come out before Christmas. So, oh, I just had an idea. Okay, I'm sorry. Before I get off of here, I'm going to take my silver nail polish, and I may be like, why did I do that? But I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to put a little dab on my, it's like a clear, so I'm going to put a little dab over my red and see if I like that. Okay, maybe not so much. I'm going to wipe that off. And that's the great thing about this. It's forgiving. And if not, I can always pull it up and glue another one on there, but I don't need to. Okay, so there we go. Leave it alone. I need to just leave it alone. Okay. I am going this time. I will talk to you soon. Please tune in again. Bye-bye.